Welcome back to Silent Conspiracy. Tonight, we expose India's deadliest corruption scandal where cheating on an exam could cost you not just your career, but your life. Picture this. July 2015, Madhya Pradesh. A journalist collapses mid-interview after drinking tea offered by locals. A medical student's body is found on railway tracks with injuries suggesting foul play. A prison inmate dies of sudden chest pains. A medical college dean dies mysteriously in custody. And these are just for deaths among at least 40 officially. Acknowledged suspicious deaths, though unofficial estimates exceed 150 all connected. To a single scandal spanning 2 decades. This is the Vyapam Scam, an examination and recruitment fraud involving politicians, bureaucrats, and businessmen who systematically rigged entrance exams for medical colleges and government jobs across Madhya Pradesh. The Madhya Pradesh Professional Examination Board MPPEB, known as Vyapam Vyavsayic Pariksha Mandal, was established as a self-financed autonomous body responsible for conducting entrance examinations throughout Madhya Pradesh. These weren't minor bureaucratic tests. They determined who gained admission to prestigious medical colleges, engineering institutions, and who secured coveted government jobs as teachers, police constables, forest guards, food inspectors, and transport officers. With approximately 3.2 million students appearing for Vyapam examinations each year, the stakes were absolutely enormous. In India, where competitive exams are the primary pathway to upward mobility and government jobs offer lifetime security with pensions that sustain entire families, success in these tests could literally transform generational fortunes. A medical college seat meant joining India's professional elite. A government job meant escaping poverty for generations. By the mid-1990s, Vyapam had been completely captured by a criminal network that operated with industrial efficiency and sophisticated coordination for over 2 decades. The first FIR was filed in 2000, but until 2009, these cases were dismissed as isolated incidents rather than symptoms of systematic institutional capture. The fraud mechanisms revealed were both ingenious and breathtakingly brazen. Impersonation: bright medical students from neighboring states were hired as proxies to write exams for completely unqualified candidates, earning substantial fees. These impersonators would even appear for physical education tests on behalf of others, demonstrating the comprehensive nature of the scheme. The engine boogie system. Seating arrangements were deliberately manipulated so high-scoring students the engines sat between 2 paying candidates. Boogies allowing them to copy answers systematically throughout the exam. Blank answer sheets. Candidates would submit blank or partially completed answer sheets. Teachers involved in the scam would later fill them in based on the marks the candidate had paid for, a process requiring deep institutional corruption at multiple levels. Question paper leaks. Actual exam papers were leaked and sold to candidates days before the tests commenced. When leaks were discovered, Vyapam officials would quickly change papers to avoid detection, showing coordination at the highest levels. Answer sheet rigging. Completed answer sheets were systematically altered after submission to award higher marks, with officials forging additional answers and changing grades using their insider access to evaluation systems. The financial scale was absolutely staggering. Medical college seats, the most coveted and expensive, sold for 15 lakh to 50 lakh each. Government job positions commanded prices ranging from 1 million to 7 million depending on the posting's prestige, location, and earning potential. The total value of the scam is estimated conservatively at 6,300 crore, approximately $950 million at 2013 exchange rates. Dr. Anand Rai, an RTI activist and government medical officer in Indore, noticed a deeply disturbing pattern in 2005 when he appeared for postgraduate medical examinations. All top 10 exam rankers were invariably children or close relatives of successful officials and police officers. This pattern was too consistent to be coincidence. All the top 10 were sons and daughters and relatives of successful officials and police officers, Dr. Rai recalls in interviews. It was all very fishy. Then I found that the top rankers even lived in the same medical school hostel. We protested and demanded an investigation, but nothing happened. His suspicions were confirmed when detailed analysis showed that merit had been completely divorced from results. 4 years later, in 2009, Dr. Rai filed a public interest litigation requesting investigation into pre-medical test irregularities. The state government formed a probe committee, which submitted its damning report, confirming systematic fraud spanning years. Then came his first death threat. A menacing caller warned him to stop investigating or face consequences. When Dr. Rai provided the number to police, they tracked it to Mumbai and arrested the caller, an assistant professor at a private medical college, who turned out to be one of the scam's masterminds. This single arrest began unraveling the entire operation, revealing Vyapam officials' complicity at the highest levels. Dr. Rai now lives under armed protection with multiple security personnel rotating constantly, a necessary precaution given what happened to others who dared expose Vyapam. His family has faced repeated harassment. His professional reputation has been attacked in media campaigns. Yet he continues speaking out, a rare example of moral courage in the face of deadly consequences. What fundamentally transformed Vyapam from a corruption scandal into a national horror show was the mysterious deaths that began accumulating once. Investigations intensified. Official figures acknowledged 23 to 40 unnatural deaths directly connected to the scam. However, whistleblowers like Dr. Rai and opposition politicians claim the real number exceeds 150. These deaths included accused individuals facing prosecution, witnesses who had given damaging testimony, middlemen who facilitated the scam, investigators probing the case, and journalists reporting on it. The methods of death followed deeply disturbing patterns that suggested neither coincidence nor natural causes. Owed accidents, at least 10 documented cases, sudden heart attacks in otherwise healthy individuals, mysterious illnesses that killed within hours of symptom onset, apparent suicides by hanging or poisoning, drownings in shallow water inconsistent with natural deaths, and bodies found on railway tracks with injuries inconsistent with train accidents. There is so much information with the investigators that it could bring the government down, whistleblower Ashish Chaturvedi warned. But so far they have just gone after students, middlemen, and lower officials. They are not even probing the roles of the big fish in the state. This observation suggested that systematic elimination was protecting someone at the very top of the political hierarchy. Several deaths particularly shocked the nation and crystallized public outrage. Shailesh Yadav, May 2015. The son of Madhya Pradesh, Governor Ramnaresh Yadav, died mysteriously after allegations surfaced that he had accepted substantial bribes in the governor's official residence. His death raised explosive questions about how high the corruption reached if even the governor's family was directly involved. Who could possibly be trusted to investigate fairly? Namrata Damore, 2012. A 19-year-old medical student whose body was found on railway tracks in Ujjain. While police initially ruled it suicide, an independent autopsy revealed she died from violent asphyxia as a result of smothering with clear scratches on her face, suggesting a hand had covered her mouth and nose until she suffocated. Her death was eventually reclassified from suicide to murder 3 years too late to preserve crucial evidence. Ashay Singh, July 4, 2015. This death catalyzed national outrage and Supreme Court intervention. Singh, a 38-year-old special correspondent for Aaj Takwan of India, its most popular news channels with 100 million viewers, had been aggressively investigating a suspicious death while conducting interviews with Namrata's parents in the village of Megnagar. Singh drank tea offered by locals, began coughing violently, and started frothing at the mouth. Within minutes, he collapsed and was declared dead at a local hospital officially from a heart attack. But the circumstances were impossibly convenient. A healthy 38-year-old journalist dies moments after drinking tea while investigating Vyapam deaths. His employer Aaj and family demanded the body be examined outside Madhya Pradesh, fearing state-level cover-up and evidence tampering. Dr. S.K. Sakal, July 7, 2015, just 3 days after Singh's death. The dean of a government medical college connected to the scam died mysteriously while in police custody. The timing seemed impossibly coincidental. Was this coordinated silencing of witnesses who knew too much? Following Singh's death and mounting public outrage amplified by national media coverage, India's Supreme Court took unprecedented action. On July 9, 2015, the court ordered the Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI) to take over all Vyapam investigations from state police. The Supreme Court's intervention signaled complete loss of confidence in state-level investigations. The justices also directed the Madhya Pradesh government to respond to petitions demanding removal of Governor Ramnaresh if after serious questions arose about his potential involvement following his son's death. Opposition Congress Party leaders had long demanded CBI inquiry, accusing Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan SBJP government of deliberately influencing investigations to protect powerful accused, while prosecuting only students and small-time middlemen. Despite the mysterious deaths creating an atmosphere of fear, investigators did make substantial arrests. By 2015, over 2,530 people had been accused in various Vyapam cases. 1,980 people had been arrested and faced trial. 550 people remained, sought by police as absconding accused. 20. Special courts across Madhya Pradesh were hearing 55 separate cases. Those arrested included students who paid bribes, middlemen who facilitated fraud, junior officials who altered answer sheets, professors who provided impersonators, and some politicians who accepted kickbacks. Yet critics consistently noted that while students and lower-level officials filled jails, the big fish, senior politicians, and top bureaucrats, allegedly orchestrating the entire operation, remained largely untouched by prosecution. In October 2017, CBI made a surprising revelation that added confusion. Some death statistics resulted from a police. Goof Up Madhya Pradesh police had mistakenly included already deceased persons as accused infers, artificially inflating death toll statistics. This explanation did nothing to account for confirmed murders like Namrata Damore's autopsy definitively showed homicide, journalist Akshay Singh's death witnessed by multiple people, or numerous other witnesses who died in accidents shortly before scheduled testimony. For 2 decades, an institution specifically designed to ensure merit-based advancement instead became a marketplace where futures were bought and sold to the highest bidder. Medical students who bought seats but genuinely lacked competence now practice medicine across India, potentially endangering patients who have no idea their doctor failed basic medical exams. Police officers, teachers, forest officials, and bureaucrats who secured positions through fraud rather than merit now serve in positions of public trust, making decisions affecting millions. As retired Judge Chandresh Bhushan, who headed a special investigative team, grimly observed, "Vyapam is the proverbial tip of the iceberg. This is happening all over the country. That those who dare speak truth may find themselves victims of accidents, heart attacks or suicides that conveniently silence them forever before they can testify in court." What do you think? Are the Vyapam deaths a coordinated conspiracy or tragic coincidences? Should families receive answers, or should this case be buried? If seeking truth about exam fraud can get you killed, what hope exists for exposing larger crimes? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Hit like, subscribe to Silent Conspiracy, and ring the bell.